Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Pile 1. How are you all doing today? So this is Francine here with your reading for and answering the question, what do you need to know? What do your spirit team members want you to know at this moment in time through me? So we have for pile number 1, the piece of wood that I received back in the day 2020, so perhaps 2020 could be significant to you. Something about like something pivoting is what I'm hearing. Pivoting is significant. So let's get all the cards out. I'll put the picture up here. This is also a picture that I received from a Japanese group or Japanese company or an organization called Sakura Co. It's like a meal service or delivery service for unique treats. So I don't know if you guys are foodies or just love snack foods. They usually give you foods that complement a theme. So for you guys, you have Mount Fuji here as well. So if you're interested in traveling, if you're interested in Japan, if you're interested in like expanding your horizons, because I'm seeing a lot of water here as well, this could be a reason why you felt drawn to this, even if you didn't really look at the picture and maybe you chose with the wood or the number here. So let's see why you chose this pile. I'm very interested to see. So your ancestors are telling you, remember who you are. So that's at the forefront of this message so far. Next message is don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in here? We have balance your spirituality and practicality. We also have the energy or the astrological significant, the sign that's significant to you is Gemini. So I don't know if you're a Gemini. Something about your third house is also significant here. So there might be something major happening with your third house. These are the twins. So we'll see how that factors in. We also have integration number 33. So 333 is significant. Then we also have risk 41. And then our 3 tarot cards are the romantic with the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, the Peacemaker, and then we have Death or the Fool. In this card, the Fool energy is 0, but they also characterize this with the Death card as well, or the Death. Death is the symbol, or death is the topic with the Fool. When one thing ends, another begins. So it's like this cycle of death and rebirth that's significant to you guys. All right, I'm hearing symbols. So there's some symbols here that are really significant to you. The first things that come out are when I was actually getting ready for this reading, I heard a bunch of crows outside. So something about community and something also about just the energy of the animal kingdom really coming through for you, because all I'm seeing right now are animals. You might have a shamanic approach to life. There's something about nature assisting you as well as the animals within it. We have, I almost said snow. So I don't know if there's something about the snow, something that happened during a snowy time. I'm getting December 26th, interestingly enough. So that's the day after Christmas. So I don't know if something happened in 2023 specifically that's significant to you. There's a snake here, so I feel like there's something here about rebirth, like I felt drawn to tell you. So I feel like there's something about you cycling through some really difficult energies and having to remember who you are as you integrate the new, as you integrate the lessons that you've learned in the old. So I feel like with the scenery here for number 33 being dark, it feels like you might be gestating or something is gestating. You could physically be pregnant or expecting, or you're just really trying to come to a place of seeing what you've created all this time. I feel like something is underneath the surface that you are coming to understand or know. Like it's coming, it's gonna you're gonna be aware of what this is, but I feel like it's almost like the nighttime feels like it's a very formative time, but you also may feel left out. So someone might be feeling left out of this integration and exactly why the hell they have to do this. So the snake is here. We also have, interestingly enough, 2 diamonds. I feel like the diamond is significant to you as well. So you may be a diamond in the rough. I'm also seeing hedonism, but when I look at these 2 diamonds touching, so I don't know. It's like there's someone particular in your life that your spirit team is really highlighting here that went in one direction and you went in another. But you guys are still connected. Did you know that? So I'm hearing hex or hexagon. I don't know why, because this is not that's not what I'm seeing here. But there's something here about a connection that's karmic that's coming through for your spirit team, that your spirit team wants to address because they already know about this. It seems as though there's something about spots as well. So there's something about them closing up or helping you to close up certain spots that are like places that are weak spots for you with regards to a specific person, and also just with people. I'm seeing spots on the snake, and I feel called to, I almost said draw it, so I don't know if you guys are very good visual artists. There's something about like a landscape for someone. They love drawing landscapes. I don't know, there's something about that. You have an artistic ability that you may not think you have. I don't know who told you you couldn't or shouldn't do that, but if you feel drawn to do it, please do it. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. I feel like that's significant to someone. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spots. Interesting. So 12 is the number that is 12 in the major arcana is prophecy. 12 is also the hanged man energy. There's something that's been gestating and something that you've been waiting to process, or something that's waiting to be integrated within you. And there's something here about prophecy, like this was prophesied and this was meant to happen for you to split something to be split apart. Also, I wanted to also mention, I said also twice, I feel like someone here needs to allow themselves to plant their feet in water. There's something about letting yourself feel the water beneath your feet that specifically will help you. And I'm feeling like with the moon, there's something about your cycles, regardless of whether you're a male or female, there's something about your cycles and recognizing when it shifts, because it does shift for everyone. Okay, so there's something about the lunar cycles and knowing what's going on within you and what's being expressed, or there's a word that's coming through, when something is being exposed or expressed and honored within you, like certain aspects of yourself are going to come out at certain times and points in a given month. So they're trying to tell you to really connect with your subconscious self through putting your feet in the water, and of being aware of the fact that you go through cycles and that those cycles are great. That means that you're flowing when you're in tune with that and connected to that. This is the doorway, is what I'm hearing as I'm looking at this card. This is the doorway to actually exploring more of yourself at different periods and honoring that, so that you're getting the most out of those experiences. You might just feel like you're up during the witching hours a lot, and that's what they're also trying to say, is please allow yourself to stay up, because here's the thing, people will tell you all the time not to do certain things, but if you're intuitively feeling called to do it, meaning you woke up yourself, not because of necessarily a disturbance, although it happens, sometimes disturbances could be signs that something needs to be addressed and it wakes you up. But I feel like this is about like waking up on your own as well. So someone here has been waking up on their own and they're like, why the hell am I up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning? Don't feel bad or feel forced to go back. I mean, I feel like you are up and in that liminal state, or something about like the time frame being a good time to communicate with your inner self, your higher self, and to your guides. So let them speak to you. I feel like you don't have to do much either. You could just lay in bed and look up and talk, communicate, see what clairaudient messages come through as you just allow yourself to space out, in a sense, because you're in the state that you're in when you wake up is very pivotal or very important. Again, with the word pivotal, something like that is significant. We have remember who you are. So culture, resilience, and beliefs. Your heritage is coming up here. Someone here has this desire to connect deeper with their culture. You could be someone who is like a second generation of a certain place in the world. Like, let's say you're from Bolivia and you come here, you're like the second generation, and there's something about you wanting to connect to your roots more. There's something about blue. That's your throat chakra. That's communicating. Maybe it's the language that you're tapping into or want to tap into. Someone here could, for instance, like have a Japanese background, but then they feel a little disconnected because they've been in America for so long, even if they've been born there, or even if you have parents that are from there, you feel disconnected because the culture that that's been ingrained or that you've experienced is different. So they're talking about connecting with your roots more through language, through symbols, through items that you acquire. There's something about like a necklace here. Someone here has something coming to them if they don't already. Something that could be from your grandfather or grandmother. I just feel like the energy of your ancestors trying to tell you there are totems around you that we want you to see and to allow yourself to be like decorated with. So something about just the beauty of your culture coming through and shining through, and you digging deeper to uncover those things and to honor your path and how it's different from perhaps how they executed theirs, but it's not separate from them. Do you know what I mean? You are not separate from your ancestors. You are you are their hopes, their dreams, their legacy lives within you. They want you to remember that and don't give up on pursuing that, even if it gets frustrating when you don't have enough information or insight coming through because people don't really know about this culture or maybe about this tribe. There's information coming to you intuitively, and I feel like that integration at night is significant, and putting your feet in the water. Something about the water and the connection between your I almost said your parents. So with water, one of your parents could be a water sign, and that's significant. The bear totem is standing out as stability. I feel like someone here is in hibernation or is just coming out of hibernation. It's like somewhere, it's like either one or the other. I feel like someone here is entering that state and then someone's coming out of it. Don't dim to fit in, your spirit team is saying. Don't let yourself dim yourself or your light anymore. Your inner self is shining through, and I feel like you're going to feel a lot more distinct from maybe the groups that you've associated yourself with or the people you've associated with because you're moving so quickly through groups and cultures and belief systems. You're like creating and crafting what is in alignment with you. And there's just so much I could say here. So you're a pillar. I feel like you are a pillar and you are the pillar of light. And I feel like you need to just ground yourself as you integrate the changes that are coming for you. With Gemini, I'm feeling the energy of your higher self melding with you. Something about fire. There's something about dragons coming through, so you may feel a draw towards dragons. I feel like you are the egg. I feel like you're something that has been nurtured and something that's been gestating for quite some time. And it's to return to self, to return to more of who you are. That's really what this is. This is a cycle that you're experiencing. And I feel like you're getting to know sides of yourself. I feel like the lower or darker energies and the light. It's like you're integrating the two of them. Okay. And I feel like the dragons are very significant. I don't know if you guys can see that, the bottom and the top. I also think of Cancer when I see these two because I think of 69. The number 69 is significant. I think of Kundalini when I see that as well. So there could be something about Gemini and Cancer energy as well as Kundalini activations happening for you. A lot is coming in for you. Don't dim to fit in. This is your birthright. We also have 41, risk. There's a need to take a risk here. There's a need to stand up and do something with confidence in yourself before you see it. There's something about needing to remember that not everything that is worth doing has to be seen beforehand, physically. Your spiritual insight and your ability to have this foresight to know, like, this is what I'm meant to do. This is the path I'm meant to carve out for myself. It feels like you need to trust that a lot more. You need to trust yourself and to take the necessary risks that'll lead you to more and more and more of what is meant for you. And I almost said meant, so I'm not really sure. Like, all of these words, there's so many things I could tell you, but I feel like this is the most important thing, is to remember that risk is not bad inherently. It's about where it's coming from. It's coming from a place of trust in yourself. You're better off trusting yourself and doing what your heart tells you than what others are telling you to do at this time. It's about taking risks. And there are people that'll come into your path that'll help, but there's something about you needing to allow yourself to trust yourself without having to hear it from someone else all the time. You know what I mean? Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Here's like some more water energy. I'm looking at the koi fish and I'm thinking about yin and yang. So there's something about yin and yang. We had that with Gemini, it felt like. So I don't know if someone here is a twin. Either it's like a twin flame, or it's someone that's a twin, or there's something about just two. Something about two being important, because we had the integration with this person that I mentioned to you guys. The two figures at the bottom represent two people here that are being separated or have been separated. I'm hearing from birth. I don't know what that means yet. That could be symbolic, meaning like these two people were born in different circumstances, different religions, different beliefs. Something was distinctly different in their path, but there's something about building something together at the same time. So I don't know what that means for you. That is the overarching message for all of you. That's something that it's going to align with a lot of you. If it doesn't, please don't take it, but it feels like that's the majority, and that's why it's coming through that way. When you watch these readings, there's going to be so many specific things that come up for you in a personal that are not going to be mentioned here, because it would be like, unless it's like you need to hear it, right? You need to hear it now, and your business should be all out there. I feel like sometimes your spirit team doesn't want to put all your business out there. They want you to come to that place through risk, or through trust, or through integration, and through really following your heart here. Sometimes they don't tell you every single thing for a reason. So I just want to make that clear. I don't know if someone here is looking for really, really specific things. I appreciate when they come through, but there's something about needing to see how we're connected. So with the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups, someone here is following their passion. So I'm really excited to see that. I felt like earlier getting some cowrie shells. So if you're noticing it there on the side, yeah, I feel like someone here might be connected to cowrie shells or connected to the water, because I just felt drawn to just pick these up, and they kind of help me feel more grounded with my ancestry and with my path, or with my like channeling abilities. So something about channeling with cowrie shells is really helpful for someone, or having someone do that with you, learning how to do it for yourself. There's something about a new beginning through taking a stand or taking a risk here, and it's something that's really emotionally fulfilling for you. It's something you've done for like lifetimes as well, because I heard geriatric, and I think of like people that are older. So you're older in the community on a spiritual level, you're more mature. I'm feeling like something within you is maturing, a passion is maturing within you. So that is what I have for you, Pile 1. I hope this helps you. Please let me know if it resonates by mentioning in the comments below. I would love to hear and to see how encouraging it is, if it is for you. Please stay tuned as well. See what other messages come through, if there's other piles that resonate. But I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Hello, Pile 2. How are you guys doing today? So if you chose the bird figurine here, this is going to be your message. So let us see what your spirit team has to say, or what they'd like you to know at this time. You also could have chosen this as well. For some reason, I just thought of the birds. So birds could just be really strongly prevalent for someone here. Someone really loves birds, or really enjoys something about weightlessness. I feel like something about weightlessness and freedom being significant for these people, for you guys. When I look at the picture here, I'm also thinking of a child that's ready to leave the nest, or something about like a child that's been led correctly in some way. This could be like your ancestors, like your spiritual mothers, something about like Gaia, Earth, and also the air assisting you a lot, and you are their child. So something about that is significant. I hope you guys aren't thinking about just your parents. Some of you could have just been led very well on this earthly plane, but it's not limited to your earthly parents as well. It's about the archetypes, something about a mothering energy really assisting you, and that being significant. They could be speaking through this reading as well. So the cards that you got, Pile 2, were the 7 of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Three of Wands. There's something that you've been patiently working on, how to, it's like you really set yourself and your desires, and you really put them down either on paper, or you really allowed them to take root and to be planted and to not look at them all the time. There's something about patience, even if you feel like you might be impatient. There's something about, there's like some emotional satisfaction that's coming to you if you don't already see it, because of the time you took to wait, to persevere, to focus on how you can protect the gifts and the messages that you've received and how you can allow them to grow. So your spirit team is commending you on that. They're saying you're faithful to me. They're also saying that you're also very passionate about this project here that's coming together. And I feel like there's something about these two apples. So I'm feeling like it has to do with this again. So there's something about someone guiding you. This feels like a goddess, or like just a really feminine energy guiding you. And you're like the apple of their eye. So there's two though. So I don't know if it's you and someone else that they're guiding to each other, because I'm seeing the apples here on the top, if you guys can see that. There's only two apples. I would expect like way more. So there's something about you being the apple, because I'm seeing the person wearing red as well. They're very well grounded or rooted in this goddess. There's something about having a long history with this goddess. Something ancestral is coming through with this person, this energy. You're their child. You're a child of blank. Like there's some deity that you're working with, or there's some ancestral guide that is really, really drawn and really dedicated to you. We have mischief. So this person is talking about having more fun because you've been so hard. Why did I say you've been so hard? I don't know if you guys have a hard exterior, or sometimes you try to. We try to put up a wall or something, but it's time to have fun. Something about that is significant. We have unlimited possibilities, number 19. Yeah, this is the tree, firmly rooted. You are now able to commence, is what I'm hearing, commence into uncharted territory, because you're planning and your investments are wise. You've wisely invested in something, and your spirit team is talking about that. We have Uranus 20. So interesting. I'm feeling, so this is the energy of, if I am correct, I think it's Aquarius, because I always think of Uranus and Neptune as very complementary for some reason. So Uranus energy is about believing. Oh, wow. I was going to say, this is usually about rebellion. So I was going to say, yeah, you're being really rebellious, or you're doing something out of the norm. You're not trying to be rebellious in a quote unquote negative way. It's more so you're doing something out of the box. And when you do something out of the box, it is a rebellion in a sense. It's not coming from a place of a lower vibration or wanting to prove something to someone or something like that. It's coming from a place of being uniquely yourself and being I'm hearing guiding light, and also being like a example of what it is to follow what you feel intuitively is meant for you. So a lot of people are going to see you, if they're not already, as you've been harvesting these things, and they're going to say, oh, this person's doing something different. I've never seen that before. Why haven't I seen that before? It's because there's unlimited possibilities for us as humans. This is one pathway that is specifically catered to you that they're going to see, and they're going to be like amazed by that. That's why I believe in the impossible is here. It feels like your spirit team is saying, just believe in the impossible and be an example of the fact that the impossible is closer than you think. The impossible is always there. Miracles happen every day. So the next card is Akasha. So your Akashic records are coming up. Your guidance is divinely guided. So you are meant to embark on this journey. I'm hearing you were meant to cave in. So I don't know if you felt like you were like in hermit mode for quite a while, harvesting or working on something to harvest later on. I'm hearing 69. So I don't know what that's about. 69 typically would be, so the numbers 6 and 9 are really important. 6 is usually about connections and also responsibilities. I think of the 6th house with Virgo, but I also think of the lovers, relationships and such. So I think this is something about you going deep within yourself with your connection to yourself and to your source. And I feel like there's something here about the 9, which is you're nearing completion of something, but also 9 feels ancestral. So it's funny that the ancestors are the last card for you. What are you guys saying, ancestors? We have get into nature, coexistence, gather, limit waste. So there's something about you needing to, 1 second. Do you guys hear the birds outside? I'm hearing Windmere, W-Y-N-D-E-D-M-E-R-E. So W-Y-N-D-M-E-R-E. That's significant to someone here. I'm hearing mattress. I'm also feeling like your guides are the animal kingdom and you need to get into nature. I was going to say right now. They're trying to talk to you, specifically the birds. And what did I say in the beginning? I feel like the birds are really trying to talk to you. And I don't know if it's about a mattress as well, or an air mattress. If you need a new mattress that's specifically coming through for you, please know that you will get it. There's something about guidance coming through, not just about that, but about many, many things. But they're trying to confirm it for one person right now. There's something that you need to do. You need to go out, and there's something about travel, something about you planning something out, and you need to do it and have a lot of fun, because they're saying that you deserve a little bit of mischief in your life. And this is something playful. This is really nice energy. I feel like they're saying you coexist with nature, or rather you need to coexist with nature more because you've been inside, or someone has been inside a bit too much. So there's a lot of resources for you outside, okay? So please get into nature. The birds are singing, the birds are speaking. They really want you to hear them. They really want to convey a message to you, and there's a need for you to slow down to hear them. Slowing down in the sense of going outside and not just doing it inside, right? Because you could meditate and contemplate and focus on your inner world inside, but they want to externally deposit a message into you, and that comes through sound. And I feel like there's something about it being muted by being inside, and the walls, 4 walls and the windows, muting this information and this impartation is what I'm hearing. You might also have, like, I don't know if you guys are aware, but you may have like a connection to elves. There's like something about mythology and you recognizing how close you are to that, and that is reality. I just feel like there's something about like beings outside that are trying to talk to you, and I don't think you guys are aware that you have a connection to them, and that is something that's on your, or in your Akashic records, something about like your connection to nature, something about also your purpose with nature is coming through. Generational, I'm hearing generational narratives, so something is coming through here. 1 second. Yeah, there's something. I just saw Age of Chalices, or age. For some reason, I almost said Age of Aquarius. So there's something about this age and like your generational line. If I were to look at your like ancestry or your Akasha, there's something about you having some significant people in your line that have been working on the same exact thing that you're working on right now. So they're saying to draw closer to them. To see that there are unlimited possibilities that await you on how to get to this, or how to get to the impossible, or what could be perceived, and I almost said conceived as impossible. It's not. Uranus is coming through, and that's like the energy is just really, really standing out to me. So you please look at your Aquarius placements. Number 20 is here. You could be 19 or 20 because those two numbers are together in order, which is interesting. Yeah, Aquarius placements are significant to you guys. Number 4, 3, and 7 are here. So you may be seeing 444, 777, 333 coming through. Yeah, that's what I have for you guys. I don't feel like there's much else. This is the most important thing that they would like me to tell you guys. I hope this resonates. Please let me know if it does. Please also feel free to subscribe to get more videos. I have a pick a card playlist that you guys can check out to see if there are any other messages that resonate and relate to you. Oh my gosh. Please, yeah, because I feel like there's more. So there's a lot of information that comes through in these readings. So please check them out. And I hope to see you guys next time. You take care, and I'll see you then. Bye. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, beautiful people. If you chose pile 3, this or group 3, this is your message. If you chose number 4 is significant to you guys. So this is the 3, I think it's just, yeah, just shaped like a triangle. I don't even want to spend time thinking about what the name of that is, what the proper name is. But if you guys chose that or this Sakurako picture of the couple, this message is for you. Now, if you guys have seen the other messages, please do not limit or kind of expect like a certain time frame for each of these messages. It's just not going to happen, because I'm feeling like some of these messages are a lot more clear and very straightforward, and others are not. So I'm trying to get comfortable with just recognizing when channeling is an art, and channeling is also specific to a group of people, and it just does not always work out where it's the same time frame for each of them. Please do not feel slighted in any way by that. So the cards you have coming out to start is the Page of Cups, the Composer, which is beautiful. Then you have the King of Wands, the Protector. I heard poi poi, and there's a coin that I have that has this picture on it. So I don't know if poi poi is a place that you know of, but I'm also hearing poi poi ping pong. So someone here could have a child that watches ping pong. That's significant. Or you have a Korean, either an interest in Korean dramas, Korean artists, or something to do with Korea, because that is where Baby Shark and Ping Pong specifically are from. We also have the sun coming through, which is beautiful energy, guys. Mastery. With the Page of Cups at the start, that makes me feel like you guys are tapping a lot into your inner child, or need to continue to tap into your inner child. Your spirit team is saying that's where all of your power flows from. Your connection to the sun is significant. Your connection to your joy, to exposure, to warmth is significant. You could be from a warmer climate or love warmer climates, and that is just an expression, a minute expression of your path and of your like inclinations is what I'm hearing. So your spirit team is just inviting you to allow yourself to enjoy the little things in life, to enjoy all of the sparks, the things that spark your interest and spark your creative power, and the things that are sparking your creative prowess. I feel like you guys have a connection to water and also to fire. So there's something about you getting fired up, because there's something here about, I don't know why I was going to say stature as well is significant. You could have a smaller stature for someone here. Something about that being related to this reading. I'm not sure if you're just like full of like energy and you're really bubbly, or you just have a lot of energy, and people look at you and they say like, wow, you got a lot of energy. Where did you get that from? Something about that is significant. Like you just have a lot of joy, and people see that in you, and they want you to continue to invest in that, because I feel like you are a protector, you are a defender. Something about you being a defender of love, or defender of rights, or defender of joy. So in the spiritual community, that is what you do. You defend the ability for people to see their possibilities, to see that they are not in a container, that they're not meant to be limited in any way. I'm hearing limit waste. So you could be very earth conscious, like you could be an environmentalist, or just have a big desire to help the environment, to help Mother Earth through limiting waste out in public, because I feel like there's something here about that. Environmentalism is coming through. Something about global warming is coming through, and about how things are melting. You could have really felt annoyingly warm recently when the heat wave happened. You did not have the appropriate AC or something, because I'm hearing that thing in the background. The lawnmower, like someone blowing or vacuuming something outside. I feel like you guys had the AC up. Like literally you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna literally melt because of how freaking hot it is outside. Okay, I just felt like just a humor, like it's humorous, but it's also really like sucky that it had to happen. But something about you just feeling really warm lately, and just feeling like I don't know, it's your body heat in addition to the outside forces making you really overwhelmed with that. So I'm sorry to hear that, guys, but there's something about a fire within you that is not quenched. So yeah, I really feel like I need to continue and see what else comes through, but I feel like the two colors, orange and blue, are here to dictate or to talk about water and fire. Water and fire, guys. You have literally this within you, water and fire. So something about your water placements and your fire placements. When we look at the other card we have here, 28 luck. So awesome. 28. That is 10, and that also is the sun is also 10. So there's something here about completion for you. You're about to see something come through for you. You are about to experience a lucky break, is what I heard. Inflow of funds financially is coming to you. You're gonna feel a little overwhelmed by it, because I feel like when I look at this crow, they're excited about that one fish, but look at like 20 around them. So you're gonna feel a little overwhelmed by how good things are gonna go and how good things are gonna get. So please do not fear. If any of these fishes fall to the floor, metaphorically speaking, like let's say you don't hear something like that someone's offering you, or you don't see the readings that are in your spam folder, or you don't, like something happens where you feel like you're missing like the things that are trying to come in, please do not feel bad. You'll get to them, okay? It's something about abundance of everything coming in, and you feeling like you don't have the energy or time to focus on all of them. This could be abundance of comments, and abundance of recommendations, and abundance of literature you want to read or you want to understand that's helping you with your path. Just know that you will have all the time that you need in a given day, and you don't need anything that you don't get to, okay? Anything you don't get to in a given day is not meant for that day, and it's just a fact. I feel like someone here needs to rely on their instincts and also how the day goes, and just know that that was what was meant to happen. You will get to it. So if someone gets offended, right, like that you don't get to them quick enough, or you don't respond quick enough, that's not meant for you. Don't worry about it. You're gonna get 10 times as much of what you need without rushing out of fear, or out of, I don't know, some sense of like you're beyond something that is meant for you. That's not the case. You are meant to have everything that you need, and I feel like you're gonna have even more. You're gonna have the things you want as well. I feel like it's above and beyond what you expect. So expect something really great, and expect great things coming forward for you. It seems like you've been harvesting a lot within you just by allowing yourself to go through the motions. I feel like a lot of you are going to come into a lot of joy, and the joy is like really attracting a lot of abundance to you. We have 31 omens, so there's signs coming through a lot. I'm hearing a hell of a lot of synchronicities are coming for you guys. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of signs, a lot of, I heard wonders, things that you're like, there's no way in hell that didn't happen. Did you see that? You're gonna be asking people that, or you're gonna be thinking it like, am I tripping? Like, is this actually happening? You are going to feel that way. Don't worry, it's real. It's glitches in the matrix, or glitches in general, or anything that seems like it's going faster, slower. Something is going kind of either haywire at some times, or points where you just feel like you have a lot of energy. It's intense. It's building up, and so it's ramping up for something big. Please just try to integrate and ground it, but let the signs show you that there is more going on here. I'm hearing ley lines, so someone here could be right above a ley line, and that's why, one of the reasons. Someone here is just working with their energy and kind of getting to flow through it, through the emotions and through the energies. And there's something about seeing it as a sign, and it's a great thing. Don't see it as, oh my gosh, what the hell is happening, and getting fearful about it. Let it happen. Something about flowing through this season right now. It might feel like a lot. Yeah, Saturn. So someone here might be going through their Saturn return, because I feel like there were a lot of responsibilities placed upon you. Pile 2. Oh, pile 3. I almost said. So maybe you guys have something in pile 2, or you came from pile 2. Huh, that's so funny. With Saturn, we have 19 as well, and there's so many things to say. I'm hearing Helios, Helios. Someone here might be working with Helios. That's significant. 19, I don't even really remember who Helios is, but that's coming through for someone. We have two 19s. So your difficulties, like the denser energies that you encountered, the karmic energies that you encountered are your joy. You're receiving joy for all of the bullshit. It felt like, even if you accept and welcome it, right, which is good. If you felt like you were going through a lot of like upheavals lately, it's resulting in your joy. So please see that as such. Please see it as a great thing that you've encountered the lowest energies and frequencies in order to ascend higher. There's something beautiful about two extremes here and of integrating them. Okay, so Saturn has been helping you. There's something about you growing a lot through Saturn energy. I think of Capricorn. So someone here could have Capricorn placements that are significant, but you've been working really, really hard. Something about working on something tirelessly. And this is not just this life. So if you don't feel like that resonates, it's because it's in other lives. This is a project, a major project that you've been taking on here. And that's the culmination of that is coming in this life. That's your luck. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Yeah, there's time to express yourself. It's time to, I heard eat, time to eat. I don't even talk like that. So that's definitely not something I would just say. So I feel like they're saying it's time to enjoy, time to take in all of the glory, all of the rewards. You shouldn't feel bad about what's coming. If you're already seeing it, you shouldn't feel bad about what's happening right now. You shouldn't feel bad about it at all, because you actually have been doing this for quite a while. Show the world the real you is just an expression of self. You should be able to express yourself freely without wondering if it's gonna bring abundance. It should just be, literally. Like, I feel like the abundance you seek is just in enjoying life and living it to the fullest through your inner child. And fullest, in the fullest sense, is like what really feeds your soul, not just your ego, right? It's not materialistic. This is a really big thing that extends outward into the world and does bring abundance materially. So it's something that you don't intend to do just for the material gain, but it comes with it. Because when you're in alignment emotionally with your body and with your soul, like I'm hearing in conjunction, then the abundance materially comes. So it's not about time. I think I really want to reiterate this because my spirit team is telling me to. Please don't think of this as a linear thing. Like, oh, does that mean I have to go 10 years without eating or having a place? Or you're looking at it linearly and you're trying to say like, oh, you have to do 10 years of something in order to see it. That's not what I'm talking about. Literally in a breath or in a moment of choosing to do something that you're passionate about in the day could give you the abundance that day. It's not something that you have to do arduously and suffer for in this life. I feel like someone here needs to know that time, like, you're not limited by time. Please do not focus on time too much here. This is something about a relenting or surrender that needs to happen, that could happen in a moment and bring all of this to you, because you have so much weight up in the spiritual realm. Like, you have a lot in the spiritual realm that's waiting for you to surrender so it could fall the hell down onto you. But you're like, you need to stop like thinking about the time frame, because that trips us up, right? I'm not talking to just you guys, I'm talking to myself. I just feel like someone needs to know not to focus on time. Just express yourself, and literally that will be all that you need. I feel like you need to remember that. We have Pillar of Light. What did I say, guys? I didn't see these. This is why I'm tripping up on my words. I don't rehearse this. So that's normal for me. It's just like a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. So you guys are the Oracle. You guys are the Pillar. And maybe I said that in pile 2. So you guys definitely might. That doesn't sound right. You guys should check out pile 2. I feel like there's something in there for you. This is beautiful. I can't put that card down. Hold up. Your vibration is rising, guys. So yeah, you are the oracle. Your life is an oracle as well. It's like a declaration to the world that there is more. And I feel like you're seeding the light where you are. I feel like with what I said about the ley lines, there's something about you being drawn to a ley line. And also, so yeah, I don't know what it is about, like recently I've been hearing about astrocartography a lot more. It's as if everyone's doing some mass displacing. Like I had that happen, I had that come through in a reading for politics, for the executive branch, about like people moving, like a lot of people moving all at once in November of this year. So please note that if you felt drawn to leave somewhere, to move somewhere, to be gone, and to relocate somewhere by November for some reason in your heart, like you just felt like that time frame was significant, that's for you. You should definitely leave by November, but that's only if you felt that before I told you. You'll be guided no matter what. So even if you hear this and decide to after, that's your sign that November is significant for you. It may be sooner, but something about like a deadline for people, certain groups of people. I don't know who this will be, we will see, but there's something about ley lines and about you going to a ley line or feeling drawn to one, and also of addressing the one that you are above right now. You guys are taking in a lot of energy, so if you feel like you're like literally buzzing, please allow yourself to ground and to go into Mother Nature. So something about Mother Nature is coming through. We'll see what the ancestor message is. But yeah, I'm just feeling like you guys need to ground yourself put your feet down somewhere. I don't feel like it's specific in a specific medium, but I just feel like dirt. Something about putting yourself into a space where you can actually lay back in like on the grass, or to plant your feet by a tree, hug a tree, talk to a tree, just allow yourself to speak to nature. I feel like you guys need to ground that energy as you breathe in as well in your meditation. Like if you're meditating at home on your bed or something before you go start the day, please breathe in all of the love of earth, of Mother Earth, and please breathe out all of what you would like to give back, or all of the negative energies. Something about needing to ground and to like, yeah, I just I feel like I need to express this to you guys. I just recently found this person on YouTube called, I think it's his name's Wolfgang, and he does guided meditations. Some of you might really love to do a guided meditation by Wolfgang, but somebody, okay, just really find one that really fits for you. But I'm getting his energy or his face, and I feel like that's significant for someone. Maybe he's a good first one for you, or just a good transition. For instance, if you're trying to get into meditation, he might help you get into a good rhythm through his directions, and then maybe you'll go off and see all these other readings out there. Just take what resonates, and always trust what you feel, right? Yeah, psychic strength. You guys have a lot of psychic strength, and that is why I felt like there's so much to say, and I needed to slow it down. So selenite would be really helpful for someone here. A lot of things are coming through. I just feel like selenite was the first because I have it here, and there's no coincidences. I feel like someone here needs to. Someone here might be a crystal ball reader. Like someone here is able to scry with crystal balls, or just with other mediums. Scrying is really significant. Please get what you have going on inside of you out in some way that's safe, of course. But I feel like someone here has like some energies, like some messages that are coming through constantly because they're really tapped in, and they're messages to assist you, to encourage you. If you would like to allow that to come out on some medium like paper, like just writing it down through automatic writing, or through I almost said scripture. Someone here reads scripture, so please allow yourself to take the time that needed to break down scripture and to go to the source. Please use the source in some way. I don't know if someone's learning Hebrew or learning Aramaic. Like, I don't know if someone's like going back to the scriptures, going back to like original, as far back as they can, right? and trying to understand the words that were coming through, because they have a drawing to Jesus, to the ascended master Jesus. I feel like someone here is going to resonate with that. You might be a serious starseed. I'm just getting the energy of someone here that's going back to, and I'm hearing scribbles. So you might have scribbles in your room or scribbles on your table, scribbles of information that they're trying to tell you to listen to or to go back to, so that you can remember what they told you. I feel like someone here has a step-by-step guide book that's like thrown around their room. Like they have like messages from their spirit team there, and there, and like all of those are like meant for you to see when you find them, right? You're not gonna feel stressed out about it and try to find them all, but see what comes up, what you find, what scribbles you find, because I feel like your energy is, oof, there's some messages you already have. You already have the answers within you, and you already express the answers on paper. You're a shield. This is about talismans. This is about sigils. This is about channeling the energies through some form, like whether it's through writing, through a staff, that's a form of a talisman. So please look into amulets and talismans. They are not the same. So amulets, I believe, are what detracts or what protects you from like certain energies. And then talismans are what embody a certain thing, or what has it within it, right? Like it, some people will create talismans specifically on a certain time and date. Like for instance, they'll work with the energy of Jupiter for luck, and it's like a lucky talisman that that kind of like embodies that energy, and that will help you direct. It's kind of like, it's a very interesting thing to look into. Please do that. If you don't already have an amulet or a talisman, please look into sigils if you feel drawn to. There's some symbolism around you, and there's things that are coming through for you to increase your endurance, your strength, your protection. All of those things are important. So to close your reading, you guys' reading, I feel like I need to do something that I didn't really need to do with the other piles. I'm going to be looking at the book for this one. So we're going to be looking at the Ancestor Spirit Oracle cards. Excuse my, or ignore if you want to, the Pokemon card. That's going to be for another pick a card. So the Psychic Strength section here says, it's about shield, talismans, gold, light. So it says the early Berber people lived in northwestern Africa from around 10,000 BCE and perhaps longer. They lived in large nomadic tribes and over many centuries migrated, expanded, and came into contact with many other cultures. The Berbers were well-known traders who transported goods by camel caravan from the Sahara Desert to Morocco and beyond. Today, they live mainly in North Africa. The Berbers of Morocco believe in spirits called jinns that can act like humans and take on different forms, such as that of an animal. People might call on an evil jinn to harm an enemy. The shape of a hand, often with an eye in the center of the palm. I almost said Psalms. So someone here, there's something about hoodoo and also the influence of the Psalms. So someone here might be looking into Psalms in general, and that might be significant for your psychic strength. The Hamza, to continue on, is incorporated into jewelry and wall hangings for protection against jinns or other forms of black magic. So there's something here about black magic, and perhaps you needing to amp up your protection, not out of a place of fear. If you guys are noticing that I'm breathing hard, it's because I had a lot of things that I did beforehand. But I feel like the Hamza or evil eye is significant for you guys. So maybe looking into how you can protect yourself from evil eye. And I feel like other forms of black magic are significant here. You are very lucky. I almost said a lucky breed. So I feel like your spirit team is trying to say you are a lucky breed. So you are very fortunate, you are very protected, you are very held. But I feel like you have protective measures that you can take that are a form of advance. It's almost like there's a level of defensive magic that you can use to your advantage here and not have to utilize the help of certain spirits. Like for instance, when it comes to evil eye, Right, symbolism, there's something about the power of symbolism, the power of recognizing that you have so many different things at your disposal to use when you go out in public as well, that will just assist you and just provide another level, another barrier from people that may affect you emotionally. So you may be just really sensitive to people's energy, and your spirit team is saying you're picking up on other people's energy, and we want you to hone in on what your energy is like. And also to see the signs when you need to protect yourself from the energies of others. There are signs and omens that they've been showing you as well about that. And I'm hearing crown. So what is that about? You guys are psychic, royalty in the psychic or spiritual realm. I'm feeling like that's significant to say here. So you have a lot of very high level ascended masters or high level angelic beings. You have a lot of light energy around you that's protecting you, but I feel like you can grow in wisdom and knowledge of how to protect the things around you as well. Your home, your car, your office, your property. Okay, so it says when you are feeling drained or vulnerable, you can shield yourself psychically and emotionally. This card encourages you to look after yourself by setting firm boundaries. Remain unattached to comments or attitudes that are not helpful. Put out a hand for help where possible, and surround yourself with positive energy. Staying focused on your goals and your loves will bring strength. So focus on the boundaries you have with people physically in this world. Remain unattached to negative comments or negative attitudes. If you have a channel, I feel like that's significant to someone here. And just, don't sit in that energy for too long, because you have so much more with you being a pillar of light. There's something about you shining and like not wanting to tinge that with at least any longer with the energies of others that are negative, right? Because you want to address why it's coming up. Of course, you don't want to ignore it and pretend like everything is always positive and beautiful and everything. There are polarities, but there's something about addressing and transmuting those negative energies. So there's something about evil eye, there's something about return to sender, perhaps, but I feel like transmutation will do you a service, okay? Transmutation primarily is coming through, because I feel like you can literally transform like negativity to more resources, okay? More fish for this crow, as an example and as a metaphor. So that's what I have for you guys. I feel like they're saying here there are many ways actually to strengthen your spiritual energy. Find a way that works for you. You may like to use a Hamza. That's like the hand, that blue hand that you see. If you guys use the keyboard for iPhones, or I think it's for iPhones, but there's like a blue hand. When you look up evil eye, it'll come up. I think it's for Android too, I'm not sure. But you can use that or make a talisman for yourself. So some physical representation of a Hamza or a talisman is really important here. So I'm hearing like a wooden staff for someone. Seriously. It says, for a quick and easy way to shield yourself, ground your energy, take a few deep breaths and imagine a golden bubble of healing light surrounding you. Once you can see yourself inside the gold bubble, ask the universe to protect you. Ask the universe to protect you. Shield yourself with love and positivity and extend that protection to your loved ones as well. So if you can protect your loved ones as well, that would be very helpful. I'm hearing heron, Heron, so I'm not sure if someone here is just a lover of birds, but there's something about either pile 1 or pile 2 catching your eye. Please, if you feel drawn to either of the two, because I realized there was something I mentioned earlier about a pillar of light for pile 1, and I feel like it's significant that I would mention it in pile 1. So please check that out if you feel drawn to do so. But that is your reading. I hope this helps you in any way, shape, or form. I hope to see you in other videos, and feel free to check out my other pick a card readings. I do have a playlist here as well, and I have 2 other channels. So please see how your spirit team would like to help you through these messages. But as for this video, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my lovely pile 4. So if you guys picked pile 4, I was about to say moonstone, but for some reason I'm blinking. But if you've seen this stone and you felt drawn to it, as well as this photo here, this is going to be your reading, okay? So this is going to be, what does your spirit team want you to know at this moment in time through me specifically. You may have other messages coming through for you as well. I don't know why I feel like I need to say that. Someone here might have also had an interest in the I think it's called The Handmaid's Tale, because I'm hearing Gilead. So there's something about Gilead, something about the reference, because I almost feel like it's a biblical name or a biblical place. So please look into Gilead. It's spelled Gilead. That's coming through. So let's see what else comes through. I'm already getting a lot of things through this picture here. So this is going to be actually representative of your energy for some reason, because I'm getting so many things. I'm hearing sundry. So sundry means a lot. So there's something about you guys having a lot of potential, but there may have been a very difficult span of time that you experienced. I'm seeing 1996 here, and so I feel like someone here might have been born 1996, or something about 1996 is significant to you. You could have been in your 20s is what I'm hearing for someone here. Stravinsky is written at the bottom left, so you could have a last name that ends in SKY, ski, or Stravinsky is significant to you. It could be like you could be a musician. There's something here about you going through a really difficult place or patch in life. I don't know if this was the recent past or if this is right now. There's something about two people though. So you feel a little left out. Someone here feels a little left out. I'm getting like a lion totem. So I feel like you're a very strong, resilient person, but I feel like you're just really tired for something, or tired. And I'm seeing the word arid here in the tree. So there's something about nature speaking to you. And I don't know if you've been or have lived in a climate that was arid or like dry, or like in a desert region. This could be the western end of the United States, or this could be somewhere else, of course. But I only really know the US primarily. There's something about you going through so many different paths, or going through so many different experiences that have really bogged you down, or there's something about this energy. This person looks really down and out, and they're waiting for someone, or there's something about someone else coming alongside you. So they want you to know that and to take heart. And I'm feeling like there's like words coming through. I'm seeing lapse. I'm seeing Arie, A-R-I-E. So you could be an Aries. I'm seeing epic. There's something epic coming in for you. I feel like you need to keep your gaze up. Don't look down too much, because I feel like symbolically you need to see that there are so many things that are possibilities for you, and there's so many things that are coming to you. But I feel like someone here is just feeling disappointed, or wow, I heard degraded, and I've heard this before in other readings. So you might be someone that's come here before for other readings, or a recent love reading I did is significant to you. And with the duet thing, I feel like you're actually going to get a lot out of that reading. And I think it was called, it was the most recent one I did actually. So please check that out, guys. Let's see what your message is, since I'm already getting a lot. We have the 10 of Wands, and I did not see any of these recently or see them at all. I sped up the process so that you guys can see the process of me getting these cards. This is the Emperor, and this is the 7 of Wands. Look at all the wands that we have, all of the fire energy. I said Aries to you guys. There's something about Aries energy, but there's also Earth coming through. So I feel like someone here has hit a hard place, or they feel like they're in between a rock and a hard place. I'm feeling like someone here has a very big Aries placements that are significant to their growth, I'm hearing. And I'm hearing also to your adoration. So you are going to be adored. There's something about you being on the spotlight, and something about you. Wow, I'm hearing bloodhound. I don't know if you felt like you were targeted or attacked, or you felt like you were always like on the down and down instead of the up and up. But please take heart and know that you are going up. Things are going to get better, way better than they are right now. So someone here needs to hear that. You are an emperor. I feel like there's something you have to take charge of, and I feel like that's about your life. And I'm seeing the words, I'm seeing angels here. Ariel and Chamuel are significant to you. It's spelled, the first angel is A-R-I-E-L, and the second is C-H-A-M-U-E-L. Please look into them, because I feel like they'll help you. Someone here is Asian descent, or is from either Asia in general, could be Southeast Asia, so India, China, Mongolia. They could be from any area there in Asia, or something about your background or your spirit team members being from there. I know those are a lot of things, but I feel like I need to say that because it's encompassing who you are. Like who I'm tapping into right now, you guys have something about that in common. I also was going to say something else, but I had to explain that to you guys, so that kind of got me off track. So the 10 of Wands is about the end of burdens, or something about a burden that you've been holding on to, or not maybe holding on to by choice, but you decided to undergo in this life in order to lead, in order to defend, in order to stand up, in order to fight. You are like a warrior spirit in some way, even if you don't feel that way. I just get a lot of like Lyran energy if you guys are interested in star seeds. Something about that is significant. You have like lion, a lion totem, or something about a lion is significant. And you, before I even found out about this being fire, all fire, you guys have that in common. So please look into your animal totems. I feel like a lion is significant to you. You could have major, I don't know what I was going to say there. I was going to say Leo placements, but something else came up. So the next card we have here is abundance. Yeah, that's legitimately what I'm trying to tell you guys. I feel like you need to look on the brighter side. I feel like your energy is dipping a lot. Your energy is dipping quite a bit to where you're losing yourself. Someone here is doing that, where they're feeling like really dismal. The word dismal is coming through. And I'm hearing dismantled. You feel like you're just disempowered. I'm getting a lot of dis. You know, when you think of disease and people like to do like a hyphen between dis and ease because they're trying to make it known to you that there's some misalignment. There's something about a misalignment with you emotionally and mentally because of something you've experienced. And they're trying to tell you to remain sovereign in your life and see yourself as such. I feel like, interesting. I don't know. There's something that you've been racking up with the 10 of Wands energy and abundance. Look at all the fish. Metaphorically, that is your bounty that's coming in. It's not coming. I feel like that's going to be annoying for someone to hear. Like, yeah, it's always coming, but when is it going to be here? So I want to clarify. These have been here already. They collected these a long ass time ago. So there's something about these being there for you already. These are not like all coming in at once. They already are there. So there's something about you not seeing something clearly and not seeing the fact that literally all of your abundance is laid out for you. So let's see what that means. We have grounding. So there's a need for someone to ground. We have 36. You could be 36. You could have a life path 1 or life path 9. There's something about 3 and 6 as well. So you could also be 36. There's something about life path 3 or life path 6. We have 2 numbers. There's something about nearing a completion of something and you're already there. You're literally already there. But I feel like you need to seed what you're, when I say seed, I mean S-E-E-D. You need to seed your light. You need to ground your light right now. Because I feel like you need to prepare for what's coming, and I feel like your energy is not at the place that it needs to be. So I feel like you're either putting on too much on your you have too much going on here, and you need to lower and let go of your burdens, because I feel like you actually are not supposed to be doing much. I feel like you've been defending something for quite some time, and that's great. That's actually okay. Like, I'm not trying to say that what you've been doing up until this point has been wrong. I feel like you are just a defender. You are like a strong spirit, and I feel like you've been, I'm hearing hunter or hunted, so you've had to fight, even when you didn't want to. But there's something about you needing to ground now. You need to ground. You need to actually take some time to ground. And I'm seeing like from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't know if someone likes Avatar: The Last Airbender, but I'm seeing Aang when he had to let go of Katara, and he like created this triangular thing with the rocks, like when he earthbended and he just like closed himself away and said, "I'm sorry, Katara," and lifted those 2 pieces of wood. There's something about him creating a tent in order to get away from the craziness of what was happening in that moment, in order to release her and to get into the Avatar state. You need to get into the Avatar state, collective that chose pile 4. You need to get into that state by closing off something that is distracting you from what you're supposed to be doing. That means that you're getting distracted by the emotional bullshit that's happening right now with social media, with the news. Something is distracting the hell out of you, and don't let that happen. It seems like it's taking you away from the focus of the fact that you have a lot coming in. So there's something you need to see differently. We have 111 here. In order for you to fight from above or to ascend energetically, you need to seed your light or ground yourself in order to go up higher. You cannot go back down to a lower level. There's something about you already doing that, so you don't need to go that far down anymore. I don't know. There's something about that. And I'm getting the energy of someone who's just like annoyed a little bit. So I don't know if you've heard this or if it's going to click for you this time. But like, you need to actually listen to it and actually take the time to ground, please. Like, ground in like the way that works for you, not necessarily the way that everyone says you need to. So for instance is what I want to say, because there's a lot to say to you guys. You may want to ground with certain foods. Don't get junk food, but like maybe get something that's a bit more grounding. Look up grounding foods. You may want to just start small and start somewhere and then see how it goes. You don't have to like be a yogi to do this, okay? There's something about you creating a new way to ground as well. A new way. I feel like you're a very strong pillar, and I feel like this theme has been coming out for this reading. So if you're interested in other piles, there might be more messages for you. You are the emperor, you are the leader, you are the pioneer. You need to act as such and get your head up. Your head needs to be up, seriously. I feel like you should not be this like low, because I feel like if only you knew what was happening or what is going on in the spiritual realm, you would not be this low. So I feel like someone here needs to see the reality of what they're dealing with and what they have coming in. Like, please take a moment. I just thought of a song that I haven't heard in forever. It was a worship song, so someone here could have a Christian background, and maybe you have good or bad memories with it, I don't know. But I'm just thinking of this song, and I said, take a moment to remember who God is. And I feel like you need to see God in yourself, because you're not seeing it, and you're letting this part of you, this divine essence, I'm hearing burn with disdain, with anger, with resentment, with defensiveness, when in reality there's so much more. You're going to feel real embarrassed when you look up and you see that everything is going your way and will go your way. Your contract, you signed a contract to be here, to go through these things. You chose to go through certain things, not because you deserve it. It's not about deserving it. It's about what you get through it and how resilient your soul is. You are not making mistakes. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing, and it's time for you to, I'm hearing overanalyze, like someone here is overanalyzing something as well as I'm speaking. I'm not sure. Maybe they don't like the delivery or something, but you need to not overanalyze and detract from the point of what people are trying to tell you. You need to stand up, okay? Get up, dust your knees off, dust your coat off, please stand up. Okay, so a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra, you have a lot of new energy coming in. You have number 1, you are back into a new cycle. Not back in the sense of like this is you going backwards and regressing, but this is a new cycle. You have achieved something you have been waiting for lifetimes, okay? So a new romantic cycle begins. There is something about Libra energy. Something is going to be balanced for you. I'm seeing Lori, so someone's name is Lori or something like that is significant. What did I, you guys, what did I say? You guys are warriors. Have you answered your deepest calling is what your spirit team is saying. Is this your deepest calling right now in the position that you're feeling like you're in? It's okay to be there, but don't stay there. This is for someone who's really been taking a long time in this energy and they're trying to tell you to stop. Begin writing. So there's something about expressing what you have going on inside of you. There's something about you needing to help and inspire people with either your story, with either your perspective shifting, with showing people that it's possible to shift your understanding of how your situation can change in a moment, in an instant. You need to begin to express yourself. I feel like you're holding all of this inside of you because you don't know where to begin. Please start somewhere. Someone here is a singer, someone here is a musician, and you need to start writing something down. Like if you have like stories, if you're a writer, you have stories, you have poems, you have pieces that you have in your head. There are things that you have going on within you that need to be expressed, and they're kind of like gonna burn you alive if you don't like let it out. I swear. So I feel like that's really important for someone here to remember, is that you need an avenue to express yourself. I'm hearing Deacon, but I'm also hearing Declan, so I don't know if someone's name is Declan. But there's something here about the letter D. There could be something about keys in the about songs in the key of D, or songs in D minor or D major. Please look at maybe your songs that you're listening to right now. There's something about the significance of the vibration of the songs you're singing, and whether or playing or listening to, that are significant to how you're feeling as well. So that could be a remedy for you in understanding what it is that you're going through and the spiral that you may be feeling you're going into. I don't know if there's something about the tone, the key, you being very sensitive to certain frequencies and needing to be aware of when you are, so that you can get out of that energy and that frequency and accept it and love it and be grateful for it, and then move on into what it is that you're meant to go through, or what you're meant to see, or what you're meant to experience next. You are a pioneer is what I said earlier, and I feel like that keeps coming up. So there's something about you needing to be grounded first and foremost. Please be grounded. I'm not trying to get on you. It just, the urgency is strong. Okay, I haven't had this happen in any of the piles like this. Now is the time to begin writing. Now is a new romantic cycle. Now is change. Now is transformation. Now is looking up again. Something needs to stop. Like, I feel like that's really strong here. So I hope this helps you guys. I hope that it encourages you guys rather than hurting you or offending you, because that is just going to distract you from the point. As long as you get the message, that is what I want to do here. So I hope this helps. Please let me know if you resonate with this message by liking, commenting, or subscribing for more, because there may be other messages in my other pick a card playlist. There's something about this reading and people feeling familiar to me. So if you feel like you might resonate with this reading, please check that out. Also, feel free to support in any way if you'd like to for this energy exchange. But I just hope you have a wonderful day. I hope this helped, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye.